reserve requirement, and contractionary monetary policy. If the economy is beyond full employment, the Fed might want to use contractionary monetary policy to get this economy back to full employment. To do this, it could increase the reserve requirement. If it increases the reserve requirement, what happens to aggregate demand? Nothing. The reserve requirement is not a component of aggregate demand. If the reserve requirement goes up, this decreases the excess reserves. As excess reserves go down, what happens to aggregate demand? Nothing. Again, excess reserves aren't a component of aggregate demand. If banks don't want to lend or people don't want to borrow, then nothing happens to aggregate demand. If banks now call in loans, then what this will do is it will decrease the money supply. So as banks call in loans, the money supply decreases. As the money supply decreases, notice that the interest rate, the nominal interest rate, goes up. As the nominal interest rate goes up, real rates tend to follow nominal interest rates, then consumption and investment will go down. And because consumption and investment is a large component of aggregate demand now will decrease. As aggregate demand decreases, watch what happens to the price level. The price level now goes down. Also, do you notice now this gap is closing, and as Y sub C is getting closer to Y sub F, then real GDP goes down. And as real GDP goes down, then we know that employment also goes down and unemployment goes up as you get closer to full employment. So as aggregate demand shifts to the left, price level goes down, real GDP goes down, national income goes down, employment goes down, and unemployment goes up.